Are all old people wistful for the so-called good old days? It's easy to assume that aging naturally brings with it a tendency to romanticize the past. But does every senior citizen spend their golden years lost in memory, never fully present in the here and now? One older man, reflecting on his own nostalgia, admits he sometimes longs for a time when he believed America was inching toward progress, a time when it seemed the country might finally outgrow its most stubborn prejudices. He remembers 2015 with a bittersweet fondness, back when he still held hope that ignorance, whether in the form of science, denial, or racial bigotry, might one day fade into a His nostalgia stretches further back, too, though only in small doses. The 1970s, for instance, had their charms. People then seemed more connected to the outdoors, more aware of the environmental degradation creeping into their lives. Clean air and water had once been taken for granted, but by the 70s, pollution had become impossible to ignore. As a result, environmentalism wasn't yet a partisan issue, it was simply common sense. Still, he doesn't romanticize the decade entirely. Fashion trends, like bell-bottoms and avocado green kitchen appliances were, in his opinion, best left in the past. And while he appreciated the natural look that was popular at the time, he doesn't miss the lack of modern conveniences. Cars broke down constantly, and life without the internet, unthinkable now. His musings on nostalgia bring to mind his late Uncle Jay, a man who grew up in the 1940s and had no patience for sentimentalizing hardship. The older man's mother often spoke of her post-war Louisiana childhood like pages from a Steinbeck novel, painting a picture of a hard but meaningful existence. But Uncle Jay had scoffed at such recollections. "I don't know why your mom is nostalgic about growing up." He'd say, "We was poor, and let me tell you something, being poor sucks." The older man nods, recognizing the truth in his uncle's words. Nostalgia, it seems, is a selective filter. People don't yearn for every aspect of the past, just the parts that comfort them. The older man recognizes this in himself. He doesn't miss the struggles of earlier decades, only the moments when hope felt more tangible. This selective memory isn't unique to him. Studies have shown that nostalgia often softens the edges of history, blurring the hardships while sharpening the joys. It's why some remembered the 1950s as an era of wholesome family values, forgetting the stifling social constraints of the time. Others recall the 1960s as a period of revolutionary change, glossing over the violence and unrest that accompanied it. Even the recent past gets polished with time. The early 2000s, for example, are now remembered by some as a simpler era before social media dominated daily life. But those who lived through them might also recall the anxiety of Y2K, the devastation of 9/11s, or the frustrations of dial-up internet. So why do we long for the past at all? Why do we find ourselves drifting into daydreams of simpler times? Psychologists suggest that nostalgia serves an important function. It provides emotional comfort. In uncertain times, looking back can offer a sense of stability. For the older man, remembering 2015 isn't just about the year itself, it's about the optimism he felt then. But there's a danger in over-romanticizing history. When people fixate on an idealized past, they risk dismissing the very real progress of the present. Medical advancements, social reforms, and technological innovations have improved countless lives, yet they're often taken for granted. Uncle Jay's blunt honesty, being poor souks, serves as a necessary counterbalance to nostalgia. It's a reminder that not everything was better back then. Poverty, discrimination, and lack of access to education or healthcare were harsh realities for many. The older man thinks of the friends he's lost, the ones who've passed on, each taking a piece of his heart with them. There is a quiet ache in his chest, a reminder of both the brevity of life and its preciousness. Every day, he says to himself, is a gift. That's what Uncle Jay would have wanted him to remember. As the sun dips below the horizon, the older man takes a deep breath, savoring the peace of the evening. The past can't be rewritten, but the future is unwritten. There's a certain beauty in that, he muses. He picks up his phone and dials a number. On the other end, his wife picks up. Her voice is warm and inviting as the summer night. They chat about their day, sharing stories and laughter. Two people deeply rooted in the present, cherishing the time they have because they know it's a finite resource. Suddenly, the phone line goes dead. A power outage, he thinks, sighing, reaching for the candles. He prepares for an evening without air conditioning, a slight inconvenience that pales in comparison to the struggles of those who came before him. As darkness falls, he lights the candles, casting a soft glow on the walls. Each flicker of the flame is a reminder of the fleeting nature of time, urging him to live each moment to the fullest. In the quiet solitude of his candlelit home, the older man reflects on his conversation earlier that day. The young woman, he recalls, had spoken passionately about the importance of living in the present. Her words echoed in his mind, resonating with the wisdom that comes with age. He thinks back to his younger years, a time when he, too, had dreamed big, chasing aspirations that seemed as boundless as the horizon. But somewhere along the way, he had allowed nostalgia to creep in, to whisper tales of a golden past that may have never truly existed. As the shadows lengthen, he feels a profound sense of gratitude for the life he has lived. The wrinkles on his face, he realizes, are not just lines of age, but etchings of a life well lived, a testament to the joys and sorrows that have shaped him. The faint hum of a generator kicks on outside, bringing with it the promise of air conditioning returning. He smiles, grateful for this modern convenience that he often takes for granted. He turns his thoughts to the younger generation, the inheritors of the world. He hopes they will learn from his mistakes, embracing the present and honoring the past without succumbing to the siren call of nostalgia. For in the delicate balance between remembrance and living in the now lies the secret to a life fully lived. He blows out the candles on his birthday cake, making a silent wish that his life, like the flickering flames, will continue to shine brightly, illuminating the path for those who come after. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the windows, chasing away the remnants of the night. The older man wakes up feeling rejuvenated, ready to greet another day filled with possibilities. He steps out into the fresh air, inhaling deeply. The scent of blooming jasmine fills his lungs, grounding him in the present moment. He closes his eyes, letting the warmth of the sun bathe over him. With renewed vigor, he sets about his day, tending to his garden. Each movement is a celebration of life, a testament to the vitality that comes from embracing the present. As the day progresses, he finds himself surrounded by the fruits of his labor, a bountiful harvest that nourishes not just the body but the soul. Sharing the bounty with his neighbors, he experiences the joy of giving, strengthening the bonds that connect them. Later, sitting on his porch, he watches children playing, their laughter echoing through the neighborhood. He smiles, recognizing in their joy a reflection of his own youthful exuberance. As the sun begins its slow descent, he feels a profound sense of contentment. Another day has passed, he thinks, another day fully lived. And with that realization comes a quiet peace. In the tapestry of life, each day is a new thread, weaving itself into the fabric of existence. The older man understands now that it's in the everyday moments, the mundane, and the magical, that life finds its meaning. He closes his eyes, letting the gentle breeze caress his skin, carrying with it the whispers of the past, the present, and the promises of tomorrow. And in that moment, he is truly alive.